They're usually British in movies, just not useful touchstone. But hello, everybody. Yeah, I know. I saw Secret Sleepover Society played this and had really good things to say about it. And it's on. I know a lot of people are hyping it as a game of the year, and so I really wanted to play it before I need to submit my game of the year list at work, which is actually like I have to do that like next week. So I'm really like rushing to the finish line. Maybe literally. This might be another one that I double up on streaming days for. Yeah, but I've heard great things about this game. As I understand it, it was originally a Skyrim mod. Hi, Dustspec. Welcome. Thank you for re-upping your subscription. Yeah, as I understand this, it started out as a Skyrim mod and then branched off into its own game, so I'm excited about that. Love this game. Okay, I'm really excited to play it. So as I understand it, it's a time loop mystery game. I'm also kind of working on a video about time loop games. We'll see if it comes together. So I really wanted to get this one under my belt so I could talk about it. I also need to play more Deathloop. And I didn't play any of 12 minutes because I didn't hear great things. I don't know if I'll play 12 minutes on the stream because I don't think I'm gonna want to finish that one. Nice Nail, everybody made a time loop game, and I'm glad too. I also watched Edge of Tomorrow last night. The movie with what's his name? Tom Cruise.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind.
A phone?
But all I found was some loose change.
What year is it?
Wanna tell me who you are?
Scary Poppins, hello, and thank you for all the gift subscriptions. Brutal. Thank you, Scary Poppins, I appreciate it. Select my body type. Am I a Roman soldier? Or a Roman house lady? Okay. I guess I'm a house lady. Are these the only options? Okay. Easy enough. Edge of Tomorrow was fascinating because it really was... Oh, okay, that's me. We're gonna use my fake... Whenever I'm making it... Well... Yeah, we'll use my fake alternate name. When I have to give my characters a name in game, I usually name them Gwen, because that's my alternate reality. I mean, it's literally a video game movie, but it is also, like... Watching it was like... That movie is so much... It's like Starship Troopers was a satire of that movie, but that movie came out way later than Starship Troopers. You know?
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but any idea why you were floating down the river?
No idea.
What's the last thing you remember?
I had some granola for breakfast. Ooh. I'm not gonna tell. Oh, I see. These are options. Okay. Years of studying history give you occasional insight into the ancient world. That's probably gonna be it. That's the closest to me. Carven? Craven? Carven? I like that. The military issue firearm. Ooh, 10 bullets. On the run from authority. Quicker on your feet, 25% faster when you're sprinting. Head trauma has increased your pain threshold, making you 50% harder to take down. These are all kind of ominous options. I like the peek at the game that this is giving me, though, but I think I want to know more about the ancient world. I was searching for ancient ruins.
Oh,
and I fell into the
you're an
water.
archaeologist? Then you'll definitely want to hear this. I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for, but there are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me. He went in there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him.
No, that seems
If you
fine.
can do that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please?
Let's ask some questions. Oh, I'm not sure. Ton Move Nihilism.
Oh,
I've not seen that.
Of course.
Do you know who did that?
I don't mean to be pushy. I just... What do you want to know?
I mean, if she fished me out of the water, I'm pretty thankful. I try not to watch video essays on topics that I'm doing videos on, just because I don't want there to be any like cross-pollination, but I will definitely want to watch that after I make my video. What's your deal, man?
There's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute. Know what I mean?
I guess, yeah. Not even gonna tell me your name?
I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
What? That's so mysterious. Why don't you want to tell me?
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey. It's just that I don't always get the best reactions when I introduce myself.
Oh.
My name's Karen.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm gonna choose to not mention it. Well, thank you for saving my life, Karen.
You're welcome. Always happy to help. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
I know too many Karens to know that this isn't real.
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not.
What?
But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In
People
any
just
case,
wash
you'll
up
like
on
him, I'm
shore?
sure. Once you find him, that is.
What can you tell me about
Not
the ruins?
much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts.
That's two things. Have you tried calling for help?
What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
Oh, we got hype training modes. Oh god, it's cute. Oh, it's cute. Thank you, Scary Poppins, for enabling that, and everybody who upped their subscriptions. I am still working on more emotes, because I'm a partner now, so I've unlocked a ton more emote slots. So if you have thoughts.
Great. So you're ready to go look for
There's
Al?
a dragonfly. Yeah, I'm in. Wait, what happens if I just say no? Does the game end? Probably not. Nah.
Are you serious? I just saved your life, and you can't do this one little thing for me. What kind of an Ugh. Look, if you won't do it for me, do it for yourself. You want to know what you're
Thank
doing
you, Lanceheart.
here, right?
Okay. I've ruined my relationship with Karen, that's fine. Alright. Yeah, alright, I'll take
My
it.
hero. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Oh, and he left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
Yeah, thank you. Let's see, some bread. Must have rested. Okay, cool boat. Okay, I might turn down the graphics on this. It is a little bit stuttery. It started me off on epic graphics, and I was like, that's ambitious. So I moved it down to high, and now I'm like, maybe it needs to be a little bit less. My graphics card is showing its age. I'm just here. Yeah, Aphelion, I hear such great things about it. I'm really excited. Spooky noises. I mean, this is pretty cool. Somebody kindly lit torches. I can't go that way. Oh, Green Pikachu, thank you for continuing the gift sub. Gift sub train. For yourself, to clarify. A backpack full of worn hiking clothes and empty food packets. Nothing valuable here, but still, it's Seems strange that Al left it behind. Interesting. Alright.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground.
Cool. Oh man. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to change the graphics setting.
Its existence is long forgotten. All knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain. For this shall be their final resting place."
Dun dun dun. Okay,
Could
what?
an underground city have
yes.
remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds? It seems there's only one way to find out.
Are we about to discover the
If
Themyscira?
I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side.
Smash
Consider this
jar.
an invitation. Or a warning.
Wait, go back.
Alworth.
Alworth? Let me smash this jar. Am I in a video game or not? Let me smash the jar. Oh. Ridiculous. Okay, so as I understand what happened there, the video kind of cut out, is that, and I see this note about manual saving. Thank you for that detail. I'm gonna lower the video quality a little bit to a good old medium. Alright, so as I understand it, these are people what have sinned. Scoozy? Hey, forget about it. It's just a lot of gold people. And some cool mosaics. I'm extremely impressed with the quality of all the visuals. Oh, this one's trying to get out. This gladiator. What could have made a gladiator flee? Simmer down, simmer down. Oh. Oh God. A young Roman woman. It looks like she was begging for her life. I guess I'm still... Oh, F5 to quick save. Nice. I assume this is the world if I fail and don't save the city, perhaps? Yeah, I guess we're still underground. That does look like cave. Again, really loving all the lip braziers. That's very nice. I like this one. Like you just startled him. appears to be praying for help that never came. Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this. And worse, that you'll suffer the same fate I did. I spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. And here there are only two options: death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now and find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Oh, Blook Witch. That's good context. Thank you for that. Well-spoken rambler, exactly. Al doesn't know that we're a PC. How could he? Can I look out at the city? Hell yeah. Roman man on his knees as he begging his gods for mercy. Pretty cool. Yeah, I hear ya. Pretty cool. Whoa. This is the first pile of bones we've seen. Whoever it was died a long, long time ago. Do you think that's actually my bones? Do you think that's probably my corpse? Oh my god, we're in Stargate. It's Stargate, everyone. Oh. Stargate SG-1, the only one I watched. Still loading. It's taking its time. Photo mode. A Roman relief depicting a great circular portal and two women. I wonder who they could be. Some apple? No, some pomegranates. Excellent. Photo mode. Conceptually, I like games that have photo mode, even though I rarely take advantage of it. All right. Did I take the screenshot? I don't. Where do I find the screenshots? I have to get out of this. This is a nightmare. Okay. Okay, we got inventory. We have 1 coin. It's me. That's my face. That's what I look like. Got this inscription. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning. Figure out how to return to your original time. I just got through here. I already want to go back. I want to explore a little this cool underground city. Oh, hey, I saw your corpse in the future. Salve, friend.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
The Shrine of Proserpina. Shrine.
Yeah, you know, agricultural goddess of springtime. You're not from around here, are you? Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. But I'll ask again. Who are you? And what were you doing in the shrine?
Hi, Screams for Memes. Welcome back. We've only just started. Oh god, we're already half hour in. I feel like I've not been making good progress. Oh no. We've just gotten to the game part of the game. What are they doing for Shrine? I'm Gwen, and I just came from the future.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, you know, not right in the head?
I really like his expression.
That's all right, friend. Everyone's welcome here.
Seriously, what is
we sort of lose
today's date?
track of the date down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March.
What year?
It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. Which part of the empire are you from exactly?
Ah, archaeologist insights is the skill I took.
CE? No idea what you're talking about. But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one.
Yep.
So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
I'm probably not going to do this because this is a video game, and this is where I get to be lawless.
Not laws, law. There's just one.
Oh, okay.
Golden rule. And the punishment for breaking it's, well,
Yeah.
it's kind of horrific. But our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in.
Yeah.
So then, you coming?
Lead the
Follow
way.
me. When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living down here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now.
Hands-free follow. Holy shit.
Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your pretty new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia.
Hey, what's
I'm
up?
taking
Not
her to
done.
see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
You got it, babe?
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her, if I were you. She's... it's not my place to say. Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat. Huh. That one usually gets a chuckle.
No, that's legitimately my diet.
Wander
So
without
it's fine.
flesh or bone.
Don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... Well, you know, I don't know what happened to her.
Well, interesting. A
Up
mystery,
here
huh?
on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Hilarious. You're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
You better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
The
What was
fuck
that?
does that mean, dude?
What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy. Greetings, citizen.
Ah!
My name's Horatius. Magistrate
Some head
Sentius
in
asked
you.
me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please.
Alright,
Follow
let's
me.
do it. No, wait, let me
The
follow
only
you.
thing you really need to understand right now is the golden rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way.
Yeah.
When I was serving in the Legion, If there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds. They just divided us into groups of 10, made us draw straws, and whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9. Didn't matter whether he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. Who's up these stairs?
I prefer bunny snacks because I thought there'd be a lot of reading in this game. And it really paid off.
Whatever are you wearing?
You don't have a name, so you're not important. Ooh, produce. I still eat a lot of purple carrots. In fact, I think I have some purple carrots in my fridge right now. Alright, let's go talk to the magistrate.
Oh, don't mind me. I just live here.
You don't have a name, I didn't mind you. Ooh. It's no doubt unpleasant cooking with such poor ventilations, but Romans probably regarded them as their servants' problem. Yep. And by servants, I do wonder if this game means slaves. Because that would be more accurate. Oh. Bust of Ares.
Leave before I call Horatius.
Cool vial. Some perfume. Ooh, a journal. Sentia believes everyone is entitled to their secrets. Today, my father suggested I write a diary as a way of keeping myself occupied while we all deal with the sudden and devastating disappearance of my sister, one of the 3 missing people. I know you're reading this, Father. Do not think me stupid. We are all entitled to our secrets. Oh, I see. That little note. That little pop-up was just giving me a summary. I like that. I get out of that? I don't want to steal. Yet. Although they did say there's no laws. It did say there's only the one law. Maybe I should learn more about what that one law is before I flagrantly disobey it. The brass has been polished into a rudimentary mirror. We're looking at it and it literally has not. Like, it doesn't even look like it's particularly shiny. I think this game is doing, I don't know. When shows and stuff represent ancient times or like different time periods, they often artificially age things. And it's not because that's what they would have looked like at the time. It's because that's what we as a modern audience expect those things to look like. Like, we expect paper to be yellowed if it was from the Victorian era, even though in the time in which it was new, it would have been fresh and clean. And it looks like for the most part, it's not doing that, but then on some of these items, it's really leaning into it. Like, texture-wise, this is fine, but would it be all raggedy at the edge? I don't know. Yeah, give us color for statues, exactly. I don't know. Maybe nobody knows if they would have been neat. I just have an impression that Papyrus would have been a lot neater. Cynthia expresses gratitude to Cynthius for adopting her. I see. Oh, a shrine. It's like 30 pages. It's just, yeah, exactly, one infinite run-on sentence, exactly. Ooh. I like that there's a line here. I hope I get to zip line down it. Alright, let's talk.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am. May I know your name?
When?
A curious name to match a curious accent. But I digress. I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of Athena. You must be a woman of great learning. We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure. Now, you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago. Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
Can't say I have.
Nor could I until I came here. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
Did he say what the actual crime is? Yeah. Hold on. What counts as a sin here, bud?
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder.
Sounds like you do have
But
some
beyond
laws.
that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide? As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries.
Yeah, what is legal isn't always moral, and many of your laws and customs are considered barbaric where I'm from.
Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing force in the known world. Rome
I was afraid
is
the
a
most
beacon of
civilizing
light in
force.
the darkness. For 800 years, she has borne great statesmen, philosophers, poets, artists, and engineers. We have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless warring tribes
about people who
all
aren't
across
your
the
citizens,
Mediterranean
bruh?
and beyond, from Gallia to Judea. All our citizens are treated the same, regardless of the color of their skin or their sexual preference. Can you say the same? When our people are starving, they are given food rations, and when they are wronged,
The
they have
Romans
the right to
Ansburg.
bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so
I
on.
regret bringing this up
No
to
other
this dude.
civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric?
Oh man, which of these to say? I mean, let's just tackle the. Yeah, don't ask about women, exactly. I don't even know where to begin with this. Let's start with. I think I'm probably only get a chance to ask one of these. But I know what he's gonna say. He's gonna say they're not citizens, so it's fine.
Of course. What else would we do with those prisoners of war who would otherwise have been executed? And besides, there are laws for their protection as well.
Oh, I do get to ask more than one. What about women's rights?
Of course. But with fewer rights come fewer responsibilities. And the right to be protected by their fathers and husbands.
Yeah, totally nothing wrong with that one. What about Christians?
You
Don't you
mean the
persecute
blasphemous
them?
cult responsible for burning down half of Rome last year? It's hard to blame the people for being angry about
I'm gonna
that.
vote your ass so hard out of this. Where I'm from, we consider those things to be
Well,
abhorrent.
Right now, you're a long, long way from home. I have made my pronouncement on the subject.
Okay,
Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you.
fine. Yeah, cool. All right. These questions will be available later. Okay, that's great. Let's not get too sucked in. We're investigating a future crime. Do you have any suspects?
Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore?
Sure.
What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes. The less I prejudice the independence of your investigation, the better.
How do I know you're not the person responsible?
What reason could you possibly have to suspect me, of all people?
Oh my god, it's bees!
I'm glad you think so. Without trust, without each other, we won't be able to prevent what is about to happen.
I know, this is just a crossover between Edge of Tomorrow and Minority Report. The Forgotten City is, in canon, a Tom Cruise crossover fanfic. Come on, tell me what you really think.
Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me out of office so that they can pursue their own misguided political agenda. Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk destabilizing the entire city. I would be looking very carefully at them if I were you.
Yes, Flouncy Magoo. It started off as a Skyrim mod. That's all. Tell me more about Proserpina.
You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past.
But one person
and when
already did
I saw
pass
you
through.
arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine,
His name was Al.
I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time.
Is Al still here? You're right, I'm from 2,000 years in the future. It's no big deal.
2,000 years? That is
Rome must be the most
unfathomable.
important
Please
empire on the
tell me,
planet.
in your time, what did you see? What had become of us? Of this city?
Rome definitely never fell, notoriously.
I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times. But it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
Alright, we'll talk later.
Ah, good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the
Yeah.
golden rule?
Oh, Screams for Memes. We were just talking about how this is a crossover between Edge of Tomorrow, which is a time loop movie starring Tom Cruise, and Minority Report, which is a movie starring Tom Cruise in which you investigate future crimes like is what I'm doing. Alright, I'm in.
Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out
steal
who
too,
the
right?
culprit is, and as soon
I
as
can
you have
steal
a
too,
name,
right?
come back and tell me immediately.
That's a wild thing to give me allowance to do, but I appreciate it.
Oh, and one last thing. If I were you,
Been
I'd start my
deputized.
investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Okay. Oh, this will prioritize a new quest showing its objective markers only. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'm a cop now. Can we? Okay. All right. This game is starting to open up. Oh, for the chat earlier, I named my character Gwen because that's the name I used. It was an in-joke at one of my jobs years and years ago. Is that there is a customer who looks a lot like me, so whenever anybody would see it and mistake her for me, we would just call her Gwen. They'd be like, Gwen's in the store. But Gwen is incidentally likely one of the roots of the name Jenna. So Jenna was just a nickname for Jennifer until basically the 1980s, and then there was a character on a soap opera. I think it was Dynasty, who was just named Jenna instead of Jennifer. And then you have a whole bunch. Basically, anybody who's named Jenna is my age because their parents all named them after that character, which is the case with me. But before that, it was just a nickname for Jennifer. And so sometimes very old people will call me Jennifer because they think that's my real name, and it is not. But Jennifer, they don't 100% know where it came from, but the best guess anybody has is that it's from, like, Guinevere or Genevieve. Yeah, there you go, Look-Witch. Some background. In my generation, yes, Green Pikachu. Exactly. Yeah, so they don't totally know where Jennifer came from, but it was probably just a variation of Guinevere or something along those lines.
Citizen?
Oh, it's you again. I did not want to talk to you again. I'm so sorry.
You've returned.
I better get back to it. Thanks for
Thank
talking.
you. I'll be waiting.
Yeah. Here's the fun twist to that story, actually, is that there is somebody who lives in my hometown who apparently we look very, very similar, and I often get mistaken for her. But her name is not Gwen, it's Tabitha. There's somebody in my hometown named Tabitha who apparently I look similar to. I met her cousin once in a parking lot. His car had broken down, and I helped him. I let him use my cell phone so he could get help. And he was like, "You look just like my cousin Tabitha." And then he did ask me out.
You're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Oh, is that... Yeah, I was. What's the
Nobody's
deal?
told you about Hannibal.
Ooh.
Ugh, why do I have to do everything round here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway, a few days later, he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance, I can just make out his body, sprawled out on the ground. And hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie. I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed. And it was eating Hannibal.
How exciting. Yeah, cannibalism feels like... Now, tell me what you
Well,
would
any
do.
sane person would have done. I legged it out of there and put a sign at the door to warn the others.
Nordic Wrath, I have heard of the Tiffany problem. But you should explain it in the chat for people who haven't. That's funny because we were just talking about the ways in which medieval shows or games artificially age stuff, which kind of has the same, maybe the opposite problem. No, I think it's the same problem as the Tiffany problem. What any sane person would have done. I legged it out there and put a sign at the door to warn others, okay? That's a great story. I'm for sure gonna go
Without a
down there.
weapon? Well, It's your funeral.
Yeah. It's cool. I'm sorry to interrupt your push-ups. And I like your armor. I like the no shirt look with the armor. Okay. Wait, where am I going? Okay, let's go here. Let's do this thing. I will try to
Here
guide
is
you.
proof of a degenerate mind.
Okay, one at a time. Actually, neither of
Keeping
you.
an eye on things, Horatius?
As always, priestess.
Any news about Centilla, Navia, or Kabash?
No sign of any of them, I'm afraid. But we do have a newcomer. Strangely dressed woman. Pretty, though. Funny accent, too.
A traveler from a faraway land, then?
Seems that way.
Then let's make sure she feels welcome, shall we?
Of course, priestess.
The frame rate issue might also be my game. My computer is struggling a little bit with this game. Yeah, oh my god, green tea Kachu. Holy shit. Holy shit. Oh my god. I feel like I need to lay down after reading that. Roman's shoulder upset to see his pal commit cannibalism. You'd have think he was Gladiator. Oh my god. Alright, time to rifle through some belongings. Hey Lucretia, what's up?
Give me a moment. Sorry I'm such a mess. I just lost a patient and a dear friend. Julia. She was a good woman.
Hey, what happened?
She was poisoned.
Oh.
She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly."
Wow, dude.
Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die.
Wow.
I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath.
There was so much there to unpack.
Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, there's really just one thing you can do. Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that Genetricum Fututo and scratching his eyes out.
Okay. Okay. Tell Cynthius you suspect Lucretia. Absolutely not. I'll get right on.
Well, come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
Interesting. I wonder if I can prevent barbaric-looking medical implements. Okay. Chill out, game. No items on that corpse. Good. I'm glad I checked that. Chest locked. Interesting.
May Apollo keep you safe.
Yeah, you too. I wonder if there's a variation of the time loop of this, wherein, hello, I can save this lady's life. I'm unclear whether or not her death happens at the beginning. I guess maybe I should have a content warning. I'll have to remember that next time. So 3 people are missing, including the daughter. I don't know. Of that dude. Ooh, look at all these bread. Circular bread designed to be pulled apart into wedges. Appears to be freely available to anybody who wants it. Yoink! I would love a wedge of bread. Simple recipe for breaking bread. Oh, okay. Asked and answered. Okay.
Whatever's in that great temple up there on the bluff, I bet it's worth a fortune.
Hey.
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius. Terrible shame what happened to Yulia, but we just have to carry on, don't we?
Oh, thank you for the subscribe, or the resubscribe. Mugan Rufe. Mugan, is that like Morgan Rufe? Wait, what's happening with your username? Okay. What's your story,
How
bud?
did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale.
Oh, then I don't actually want to know. Yeah, some other
Suit
time.
yourself.
Thank you for looking that up. Nice nail. That's good context. What do you think of the golden rule?
It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk.
Interesting. Hasn't a magistrate banned weapons?
Oh, well, technically yes, but that just means you'll need to be a little discreet.
Let's see what I can do.
Thank you, friend.
I'll trade it to you for some antidote.
Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us?
Okay, yeah, I'll have to put next time I stream this, I'll put content warning stuff up. Yeah, Princess Undercut, it's a really good question, right? It's unclear to me what that is, what's happening. But I'm looking forward to finding out. Let's talk about something else. I'm not gonna argue for Sentius to still be the leader. I need some Silphium resin.
Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii.
You're price gouging over life-saving medicine? What is wrong with you?
Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it.
Okay. Hey, did you hear that?
Hear what?
That whisper?
You sure you're feeling all right? If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another Navia on our hands.
What happened to Navia?
She claimed the statue was whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again. But I digress. Do you want this Silphium or not?
How would I come up with 1,000 denarii?
That's hardly my concern. But if you get a job, work hard and save your coins, you should be able to afford it within, say, 5 years?
How about I just take it instead?
Well, if you did that, you'd break the golden rule, and we'd share the same fate as the last lot who lived here. Is that what you want?
Take it and run. Okay, you're thinking I should steal it. Okay, so what I'm seeing is that I mean, they seem to understand that there was another group of people here beforehand. Do we think this guy poisoned that woman to try to get the money? I guess probably not. That would be... let's try bluffing. As I understand it, this is a time loop game, so if I fail, it's gonna be okay.
Do you think I don't know a bluff when I see one? Nice try.
Okay.
Very well. Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget? Very well. Another time.
Oh, good. I can just have the option to steal. All right. You got Oh my god. I guess they just leave. Oh my god, he turned his head. He turned his head, right? He was looking forward, right? Holy shit. I don't like that one bit. I don't... That sound. Okay, that sound is them moving. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on, though. Is this just like a street performer and this is like his bit? Right? Like I'm gonna turn my head and he's gonna take steps closer to me? I think that's probably what this is. This guy's probably not an actual gold statue. Yeah, it's just gold paint. This guy's... He's just a street performer. This is a good bit, man. I like it. Actually, I think it's terrifying. I don't care for it one bit. Okay, that just opens more questions. Shopping list, a list of things Decius plans to buy once he's escaped. Interesting. So he's trying to get out. I wonder if... Gross. I wonder if escaping is the thing that breaks the golden rule. I don't know how to do that because you're gold statues. Ooh. Yeah, my computer is doing its very best. Oh, hi.
The many shall suffer the sins of the
Oh, I see. You can see. Okay. Okay, so the gold statues also are the ones enforcing the law. I actually don't know how to get back here. Okay, so the gold statue was looking at me. And so it saw me take the key. Oh no! Oh. What happens if I don't make it back here? Yeah, I'm thinking if there are no gold statues around, maybe I can break the rules. Or if I keep my eyes on it the whole time so that its head doesn't turn to face me, and then I might be able to steal the key without it seeing. Ho, 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 ho. Follow Cynthius back to his shrine and use the
Salve, friend. Mind telling me... I don't think...
Your name is Galerius.
Oh, Bacchus.
No problem.
And since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made.
Ooh.
Worked real hard on it.
Oh, if you don't make it back, you just lose anything you collected. Okay. Yes! Zip line! Oh my gosh.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking. And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself.
So
but
excited
don't worry,
about
it's
zip line.
completely safe. Probably.
Thank you.
All right. See you around.
Incredible. Because I did see that line earlier, and I was like, hell yeah. Incredible. Our player character's name is Gwyn, and she/her pronouns. Screams for memes. All right, let's go back to that shop and immediately redo that thing that we just
Fortune
did.
smile on you, sister.
I just want to retry it with the gold statue not looking and see if that does it. Wait, actually, I also want to check to see if this patient is dead already. She looks like she's not dead.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She needs the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cumulatus Decius won't give it to me. It's too late. She just
damn.
slipped away.
Okay.
No, now it's fine.
I keep hearing the statues whispering. Is that normal?
Oh no. Sorry, I don't mean to worry you, but no, that is definitely not normal.
Okay.
There was one other person who claimed she could hear the statues talking to her. But that was Nevia, and she went a little mad.
Yeah, Hymns and Halls, as I understand it, yes, if I can get back...
Anything about what? Well, come back if you get sick or injured.
Okay. Okay, yeah. See, I've still got this loaf of bread. I've still got the key. Okay, so maybe it's not a matter of making sure the statue isn't looking at me. Maybe it's just a matter of doing risky things and then making a break for... the door. Is it... I mean, I don't see... Normally in the Skyrim, there's like a red... There's something that indicates when you're doing something illegal. You are just looking right at me, though, huh? Oh, God, I hate that. It's just money. I was sort of hoping that would contain the thing that would cure the poison. Oh, ma'am. Oh, ma'am, your hand. Oh, God, did the golden rule do that? It's pretty bad. You do not want to be turned back to human in that shape. that is bad news. I mean, I could get the money and buy it from this dude with his own cash, and that would be pretty funny. But let's look around a little bit more. I did not do it. Dooley. Okay. I believe you, Dooley. Alright, so this is like the market area. Oh my God, that's pretty alarming. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. Don't do that. Oh, I see. Here's the stuff, what I can steal. There's a lot of statues around here, though. I don't know if I get away with it.
Virgil, how much would you want to make me a bow?
For the last time, Dacius, I'm not making
Duly
you
noted.
a bow.
Why?
You know why.
But how am I going to defend myself against someone else with a weapon?
There are no other weapons in the city. We all went along with the magistrate's weapons ban, so it wouldn't be an issue.
That's why I've got to get in first before someone else beats me to it.
A good guy with a bow.
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil. You arrived on a sad day, friend. What with Julia's death. I wish we could have met under better circumstances.
Yeah, what's your story,
Well, I'm
bud?
an architect.
Oh.
Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people, that kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place.
I mean, God, when you say it like that. Tell me about the city's history.
Oh, I'm glad you asked.
Aw.
Some of these shrines
This guy's lonely.
were constructed hundreds of years ago, which means Romans have been arriving here for at least that long. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The oldest shrine in this avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek.
Isn't it common for Romans to copy Greek art and architecture?
Well, yes, that could be the reason. Or it could mean that there were Greeks living and worshipping here before the Romans arrived.
We found a better one.
Which begs the interesting question, who really built this place? And could it be far older than any of us imagine? If
yeah, his
only
haircut
there was
is
a way
sending me.
we could talk to the people who came here before us. The stories they could tell.
Only we could talk to the people. Like the statues, like the gold statues that are talking to me, game?
Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts.
He's a
They're
dapper
series
Dan.
of adjoining arches. They're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distribute it all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the great temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake and allows us to fish and farm.
If they bring water into the city, could we use them to escape?
Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying it's impossible.
That's how the Panopticon works,
but
everybody.
You'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just, please, try to be a bit more discreet about it.
Get into the upper cistern. Cool.
You mean the great temple?
Snowing. Oh, I'm so
This
jealous.
one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god, like Proserpina or Diana or Apollo. Usually, that god is obvious.
Cool.
But in this case, it's unknown.
It's me.
There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears some barbarian defaced it. And of course we can't get inside because it's locked up tighter than the Temple of Saturn in Rome. And that contains the treasury. So we're all left wondering, which god is that temple dedicated to? And could it be the one responsible for the Golden Rule? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know.
Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
Last year it snowed so much in New York and it was all wonderful, and I'm really, really hoping. Oh, I did not notice the graffiti, actually. What do you think about the Golden
Some
Rule?
people say it's divine, the work of a god, but I'm not so sure. It just seems so flawed to me. Like it's distinctly human. I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just seem so wrong to you. But this so-called god doesn't seem to care, which means one of that you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown god doesn't. And I'm pretty sure I know the difference. Do you?
I'm not
Fair
sure.
enough.
Thank you. Well, let's just ask you about the
Look,
graffiti.
I
since
haven't
we're
done
here.
anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem
Aw,
with my
baby.
preference for male company.
Let's see.
And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagos, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. I saw enough friends killed or driven away
Oh, no.
to know the cost of not
Okay.
keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years?
I have to protect
Watching
Virgil
what
at
I
all
said
costs.
and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world, with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi.
I'm sorry to hear
Nice
that,
of you
bud.
to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least, I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong.
Yeah, Quatoria, that's exactly it. Protect.
It's not just graffiti. I have quite a collection of handwritten notes too. The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists.
Cultists?
Strange bunch. They insist there's only one God, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into hiding. All I know is if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the golden rule.
I will never allow that.
What? Really? I
Blackmailing apparently is fine with the golden rule.
It's always a pleasure to meet someone so selfless. I'm glad you arrived when you did. I'd start by figuring out who the cultists are. Or maybe ask around among the merchants here. Someone who lives or works in the forum must have seen something. But if you find them, please don't hurt or humiliate them. I suspect they're just confused.
No promises. I'll see what I can do. What are you voting for?
Malleolus is talking about loosening some of the restrictions in this place. And while it's all a bit vague, at least he has a vision. My vote isn't for sale, if that's what you're asking. Nice to talk to you.
Okay, alright, well. I see. Here it is. Yeah. Don't just like stand there looking at it, Virgil. You gotta go on with your life. Dude, you've gotta get...
Make sure you stay away from that empty shrine. It's going to collapse at any moment.
Oh, poor Virgil. Oh my god. Alright, well...
Greetings and salutations. Greetings. I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary.
Hey, you don't like
boots
Pusheen?
in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design. I have traveled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know, from which exotic part of the world do you hail?
Huh, my nation doesn't exist yet. I'm from beyond the edge of the known world.
Then you are an explorer, like me. Wonderful.
The future, yeah.
You must have many stories to share. I cannot wait to hear them. We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so...
From the edge of tomorrow? Yeah, exactly. I kind of like that they've clearly aggressively gone the whole gambit for accents, rather than just, like, again, doing the thing that a lot of these kind of media does, which is they're all British. I really like that it's just a whole fucking scattershot of accents. Hey, what's your story?
My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum.
How'd you end up here?
A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself.
And a gamer's greetings unto you. Why don't you tell me what you do remember?
I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, and drowning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy. Quite a lot of it, in fact. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once, but none of that compares to this. This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa.
SSS's secret sleepover society. It's another stream from the people who do Drawfee. so you floated down the tide?
Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated by a benevolent stranger. I went to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across a cave, and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am.
Why set up a tailor shop here?
You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
Yeah, exactly.
I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best.
Okay.
I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads.
Yeah.
Don't you agree?
No, I think that's fair.
Oh, and there is another reason too. If we all end up as golden statues for future generations to marvel at. I don't know about you, but I would like to look my best.
Excellent.
Anything you like.
What do you think of the Golden Rule?
Ah, yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the
It
one.
is a sin to look bad, yeah.
As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate.
Why do you say
Have
that?
you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld. When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not punish Hades, the guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until at last the other gods were forced to act, lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The Golden Rule has merely brought it into focus. If we are to survive, I say we must each heed the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, avoid doing what you would blame others for doing.
Solid.
It does, doesn't it? But it is not enough for us to do this alone. For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act.
Yeah, I've seen it. I did it.
The voice of experience. I am sorry for your loss, my friend. But on a lighter note, I will say one thing for the Golden Rule. For all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothing. Do they not?
Dude. Okay. Hey, do you know who's starting Virgil?
This is troubling, is it not? I'm afraid I have no idea. It is ridiculous, though. Virgil is a fine man. But my young friend Fabia confided in me that she saw someone leaving graffiti on his shop front last night. Perhaps we should ask her about it.
Okay.
I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
Yeah, Captain Oblivion, I'm also curious if this feels like a self-fulfilling prophecy energy. God, you just have these guys propped up in your corner. Creep. How much was that? Not much. Okay.
Welcome to my humble store.
Oh, collection of dies. Yeah, I'm wondering if my presence here is the thing that is not gonna cause.
This
There's a
part of my
changing
shop
room.
is off limits, even for you, my sartorial friend.
Can I buy pants from you?
Hello again, my sartorial friend. What is on your mind?
It does not look like
I
it
hope
might.
that our paths cross again soon.
I'm certain they will. You're a delight. Okay. Yeah, I'm also wondering about the fact, because, like, there is that other person. I love all these just details. Smells like ash. It's a cool ass shovel. Because somebody else has heard the voices and they went crazy. Anyway, Virgil's the center. And so I'm curious what her deal is. But it does seem like there's something, like, I'm inevitably gonna sin and destroy this place. And so I think the key is that I need to get out before I destroy everybody. Because, like, all these people are fucking sitting left and right. And nobody seems to care. Ooh, bathhouse. Achievement unlocked unhygienic is what I'm seeing on my screen. Ah, toilets. What could this person have done? What could this person have done on the toilet? What sin could this person have I guess somebody else probably... Oh, God. I guess somebody else probably sinned while they were on the toilet. Theophilus had an orgy with 4 girls here and disappointed all of them equally. Holy shit. That's good graffiti. Always remember they're watching. That's some good ass graffiti. Isn't that a real graffiti? What is that in, like, preserved graffiti somewhere? Because it's a good graffiti. Oh. Okay. He watches through their eyes. Okay, that's interesting. That feels like it's important. Somebody is actively watching through their eyes. Garum, a fermented fish sauce used as a condiment. Full of urine. Also good for a dye. I mean, what's the use of written language if you can't use it to dunk on somebody you hate? I do too. I like that there's just like fun little context on some of these items. This has the vibe of like being like a historical game. This fountain produces fresh water, which is coming from the aqueduct below. Water can enter the city via the aqueducts, and there's maybe a way to escape through them. Okay, dude. Let's talk. What's got you all upset?
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step.
Wow, chill out. What's your story?
Can't talk long. Got to stay sharp, but family's from Solusha on Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. The one they call Ironclads.
And how'd you end up here?
Same way as everyone else.
You fell down a hole? Why are you still wearing your legionary armor?
Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious?
Is the armor gonna save you from becoming gold, bud?
The magistrate made me toss it in the chasm.
Oh.
Stupid. Going to have to improvise now.
So you're saying there's a sword in the chasm?
If you were dealing with what I am, you wouldn't be either.
Okay, Batman. What are you dealing with?
None of your business. I'm trying to get some coming true.
Okay, let's talk about something else.
We have to.
What do you think of the Golden Rule?
I'll tell you this much. I hate the fact that my survival depends on the common sense of other people.
I mean, big same, bud. Oh no! I know the feeling. I've lived through a pandemic. What a funny choice. Incredible.
Then you know what I'm talking about. All these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong.
It's a good game.
Well, we're one bad decision away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is. And when it hits, it's everyone for themselves. You've been warned.
What do you think's coming?
I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us when we're not looking? Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it.
I think you're right.
Of course I am.
Okay, Rufius, great talk. Do you know the way out of here?
If I did, do you think we'd be having this conversation?
It's unclear to me.
Whatever.
I guess everybody who's here is trapped. Ugh. I guess everybody is here is trapped. Hello. Okay. I want to keep exploring, but we're gonna circle. We're gonna take a zip line out of here 100%. I assumed everybody came here because they were like, what a cool, chill underground city. Not that they were all more or less trapped here, but it does seem like maybe interesting that they were all more or less trapped here. Oh, I'm locking myself in. Don't try to follow me. Nothing good will come from it. Okay, that's the lady who is interesting. Got some arrows. That's the lady who is also hearing voices. I feel like it would be a good idea to figure out what the optimum zipline track back to the entrance is, so that when things, I would say, inevitably go south, I can really quickly get back. This isn't stealing, it just says take. What are you pointing to? Are you pointing to something relevant? Can I just... Oh, there is an invisible wall there. Okay. No, that's fair. No. I took damage from the fire. I did jump over the fire. Just pointing out her favorite rock formation. Okay. Yeah, it's that one. I get it. That's a cool rock formation. And there is a little bit of sky. Okay. It's just that I guess nobody can get up there. Alright. And it looks like I auto-heal, so that's good to know. For when I, again, inevitably jump in more fires. Okay. I see. So there's a zip line from up there in the temple. Interesting. So the way out, I think, is there. Whee! Awesome. Every game should have a zip line. You speak with their tongues. That wasn't a he that time. Into the caves behind the theater. Wait. I'm sorry I could not risk discussing this with you in person, but if I'm right, you're a believer like me. Octavia is part of the Christian cult. You may not be able to worship openly here, but I know you're not alone. If you ever feel like you need somewhere to pray, there's a special place waiting for you deep in the caves behind the theater. Turn right at the first floor.
This area is private. I must ask you to leave.
Oh, hey. What's your name?
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
What's your story?
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from.
Yeah.
I suppose it's quite charming in its own way.
I'm pretty charming,
Usually,
yeah.
However, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?"
Sorry, what should I have done?
The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is.
You keep harping on about it.
So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change.
Okay. How'd you end up here?
You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here?
A young woman named Karen dragged me out of a river unconscious and sent me here.
Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you?
No. It's an older name, but not uncommon where I'm from. Yeah.
Older. I see. I wonder if... No.
What were you gonna say?
I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you
Are you gonna
notice
tell
any
me what you remember?
patterns.
I have been. You're being a bit coy.
I know. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too.
Interesting. What happened to Livia?
Up until a few weeks ago, she was a perfectly productive member of our little community, darning clothes and cutting hair. She was always so chatty, always seeking out newcomers and asking them where they were from and how they wound up here. And then, about a month ago, she suddenly changed.
Okay.
She withdrew, stopped working and became despondent, started muttering to herself.
Interesting.
Galerius and I visited her to see how we could help. But she just looked at us with this haunted stare, called us bloodless shadows, and told us we were ignorant of some pattern. Look, it could be unrelated.
Bloodless shadows.
Perhaps she simply fell ill. Or, as Galerius suggested, the weight of the Golden Rule was too much for her. But there is a small chance that she learned something, saw a pattern nobody else saw, and that it broke her.
Dun dun dun.
I just don't want to see that happen to you. So be careful.
You've literally
will
just
you?
told me to ask people to find the pattern.
Thank you. Now, go and follow the thread of truth through this
common
labyrinth,
threads.
and come back to me if you discover any patterns.
Let's see what I can do. Well, I've been asking. Well, I don't think I'm not going to do that yet. What do you think of the Golden Rule?
I'm quite sure it's the work of the gods, which is strange because they've never been particularly concerned with our misdeeds, as long as we've kept the peace of the gods. We ask for blessings, for good health, bountiful harvest, military victory, and in return, we offer praise, wine, incense, or animals. But here, it seems they require much more of us. I find myself reminded of an especially pertinent tale from our great poet Ovid in his epic Metamorphoses. Would you like to hear it? It is rather long.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wonderful. It goes like this.
I love to hear some Ovid.
Baucis and Philemon were an old married couple
Oh, I
living
already
a
know
humble
this
life
one.
in a small town. One night, the town gets
I'm gonna
a
get
visit
water while
from
she's
a
telling
couple
you
of
this story.
vagrants. They go from door to door, asking for a place to stay the night. Of course, being vagrants, they're turned away sharply from house after house, 1,000 in all, until finally they come to the little cottage where Baucis and Philemon lived. Now, the kind old couple had very little to offer, but nevertheless, they invite these strangers into their house and offer them food, wine, and a place to stay. Immediately, the guests make themselves at home. They begin gulping down the old couple's wine, so much so that Baucis, the old lady, begins to worry they're going to run out. And then she notices something strange. Her wine pitcher keeps refilling itself, as if by magic. Realizing only a select few possess such powers, says to her husband, Philemon, "I think these men are gods in disguise." Immediately, the couple begins apologizing for offering such coarse wine, and the vagrants metamorphosize and reveal themselves to be Jupiter, the king of the gods, and Mercury, the trickster god. They confide they didn't mind the meager offerings. They were just pleased that someone in the town offered them hospitality. Then Jupiter says to them, "You have passed our test, but everyone else in this city failed, so we are going to destroy this place and everyone in it, except you, who we will grant a wish." So old Baucis and Philemon escape up into the mountains safely, and they receive their wish, which is for eternity together. Meanwhile, Jupiter carries through with his threat and wipes that city off the map. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship, the reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests. But I like to think it's that we should always show compassion for those less fortunate than ourselves.
Or perhaps it's that the gods might kill you at any moment for failing their test, and they don't even have to tell you what the rules are.
A cynic philosopher might take that view.
Yeah.
But it's not entirely invalid, I suppose.
She didn't mention that Balas and Philemon were turned into trees, if I remember correctly. That's the metamorphosis part of Ovid's metamorphosis, is they're turned into intertwining trees. It's not like a super great reward. You were nice to me, so you're not going to die, but you will be eternally trees interwoven.
Come back to me.
We'll come back
once
and
you've
talk
acquainted
later.
yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
Rocknet was right. Hell yeah. What about the priestess? What about her? Cabbage. I know at least one of these runs is going to be destroyed by me accidentally stealing. I mean, a lot of them are going to be ruined by me purposefully stealing, and that's fine. But I just know at one point I'm just going to hit the wrong button. Because that always happened to me in Skyrim. Oh, hey, what's up, lady? Hell yeah. Cool hat. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, we made a loop. That's the cistern with the monster. Wow, that's a lot of pressure. Chill out. Okay. That's not actually very much of a shortcut back to the entrance. So let's keep talking to people. Okay, you chill out. Alright, I don't need your fucking energy over here. No, that statue is doing push-ups. I would love a footstool in the shape of a gladiator doing push-ups.
Ave.
To you. Yeah, Ave. Oh, we can go down to the farm. Yeah, I heard your head move. Do we think there's... Do you think I can swim? Let me see if there's a good place to check that out. Ooh, pretty! This is a good-ass scarecrow, you know? A glimmer. Famous last words, yeah. Yeah! Yeah, bitch. Goose? Okay, great. I don't know, yeah, if there's a time cycle. That's a good question. Oh. I'm gonna leave those. Right? Is that gonna be stealing if I take them? Well, I'll just take them. We'll just see what happens. I'm curious if stuff is accumulative. So if I started a time loop, I made it back and I kept those goose eggs in my pocket, would I come back and there'd be more goose eggs? Is there an infinite goose egg hack in this game, I think is what I'm asking. Goat! Oh, I can't talk to the goat. Infinite goose eggs? Oh, we're in it now, gang. This is the secret to playing this game. Oh, just a free 100 dinar. That's great. Oh, interesting. There's a cave. It looks like I can literally just walk down into the water. So let's check out this cave. Oh. I'm gonna shake too. I just put so much muffin in my mouth. I'm so sorry. Whoa. Possibly the last bottle of wine in the city? I mean, that's gotta be worth something. I hope this is building. Do I still have my flashlight? Oh, yeah. I'm hoping this is building to me having to cook, like, a dinner. Like a fancy omelet or something. Yeah, Captain Oblivious, that's a good question. And it's one that's on my mental to-do list to double check. Who is she? May the gods be kinder to you than they were to us, stranger. Who wrote that? Did you guys write that? Because you're like corpses. I mean, it does not... I mean, it's not registering these guys as seeing me. But we know that they can, and that that's their kind of their whole deal. This looks like it's like a part of the city that's maybe not used anymore on account of its full of pretty upsetting gold statues. The second to last bottle of wine in the city. I mean, these people are dead, which is why I assume it's chill that I'm just stealing from them. But I am nervous that this area does not seem to have been looted. I mean, it was a nice fire, though. Somebody live back here? Some cool art. The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone. Livia! Cryptic, almost poetic rambling from Livia. The place is called Accursed. Here, Tityos offered up his innards to be torn, stretched over 9 fields. You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water, and the tree you grasp at eludes you. You, Sisyphus, attack or pursue the stone that always returns. Ixion turns and follows after himself and flees, and the 49 Belides who dared to plot the destruction of their cousins, their husbands, fetch again with incessant labor the water they have lost. So those are all describing stuff that's in the underworld. And non-zero chance that this is just the underworld. The bloodless shadows is a familiar phrase to me, but I can't pinpoint why. I don't know if that's something that's actually in mythology, or if like that has appeared in some sort of Greek or Roman work. You're here, ma'am? You're here, so I don't know what additional finding you expect me to do. It's a book by Victoria Blake. Well, I don't think that's what I was thinking of, but it could be. These might be climbable if only they could support my weight. Quoi? Okay, so the implication is I have to do something so that they can support my weight to get over there. What could that be, though? What could that... Do I just have too much stuff? Oh, I hope I'm not stuck here. Ooh. This game's giving me a lot of arrows. I'm a little nervous about that. Am I gonna be able to get out of this area is the question? Okay. Alright. If it could support my weight. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'm like, I don't want to know, no. I don't want to know without spoilers, I'll let you know. My best guess is like either I have to grow those vines? Like in a Zelda-ass RPG, that's what I would have to do. I would have to make them thicker. But like, I just don't know. I'm really entranced by this very cool underground little city. I hope I don't sin. Because I've gathered a lot of good stuff here, and I would hate to lose all that good stuff. Oh, a stone disc. Oh, with a cool fish on it. Might be religious in nature. Oh, they're Jesus fish. Oh, hello. Oh, is this where the Christian cult is practicing? Interesting. Oh, this is where I came from. Is that all there was to explore over here? Right, there's that, and then I go to the right. I don't think I did. Why do we have a flashlight? I had the flashlight on me when I fell into this world. Just, you know, it's the normal reason to have a flashlight is I just had a flashlight on me. Oh, wow, it's pretty. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, thank you. I love a zip line. Oh, hey, whoa, what the fuck? This feels like it's torture, maybe. Can I do something about this? Maybe it's torture, or maybe... No, it does look like torture. I was gonna say maybe they're like seeing if they can melt the gold off of him, but this seems like it's just torture. Oh boy. Okay. So where do you go? I think this goes straight to the entrance. I'm curious if there's an actual time limit on the amount of time I can spend in this game before the game actually just makes me reboot the time loop. Because it looks like it's getting darker, but it's hard to tell. His clothes turned to gold, but not the... Yeah, that's a good point. Not the ropes around his wrists. Oh no, this is where I came from. Alright. Yeah, let's go explore around here. Looks like Domititius was carrying his shield around him when he arrived in the city. Oh. We're back into places where people live, I guess. A dice tower? Designed to stop people from cheating when rolling dice. Clearly cheating was a problem for the Romans. That is, I was reading I do not remember why, but I was reading a academic paper about cheating and how different cultures deal with it and approach it. It was very interesting.
Well, isn't that an impressive trinket?
Boy, you startled me. I didn't think anybody was down here.
Oh, you're here. I'm so glad you decided to visit. I'm Aurelia, and I hope I'm not being too forward, but the moment I laid eyes on you, I was intrigued. There's a light in your eyes I've never seen before. A certain learning and sophistication.
That's me. I'm sophisticated. Well, you're as charming as you are beautiful.
Ugh, coming on a bit strong, don't you think?
What? You came on to me.
I take back what I said.
Oh.
Suddenly, I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's just forget that ever happened, so we can at least do business. So, what brings you to my tavern?
I just got an achievement that's called said Smooth Talker.
Ugh, let it go. Nothing's going to happen between us.
Wow, I can't wait to be so rude to you, but legitimately the next time we go through a time loop.
You know, normally I'd expect you to buy me a drink before asking if I want to
believe.
get out of here.
Aurelia. That's cute. But seriously, do you know a way out?
Straight to business, huh? I can work with that. As a matter of fact, I do know a way out. I'm happy to tell you all about it, but this is valuable information we're talking about, and I don't just give it out like some cheap oracle. So, how badly do you want it?
Why is 1,000 denarii
Is it
the thing
worth,
everybody wants?
say,
She looks like
1,000
Claudia Black.
denarii
Yeah,
to
Captain
you?
Oblivion. Captain Oblivion. She looks like Claudia Black, who played Vala, my favorite character on Stargate SG-1. I also just love Claudia Black. I have a very big crush on Claudia Black. Just makes this all so much more devastating for me. If you have a way out, why haven't you used it yourself?
Simple. It's a one-way trip, and I'm not ready to go just yet. I like my life here. One day, maybe.
Yeah, the
but not
cup
now.
shaking is a lot. How do I know this isn't a scheme?
If I took your money without giving you what I promised, I'd be breaking the golden rule, wouldn't I? And I have no interest in doing that. What's the matter? Can't afford it?
Yeah, no, I can't afford it.
Perhaps you could take out a loan. I understand Malleolus has lent money to others on
interesting.
occasion.
What do you think about the gold?
I just try not to think about it. Drink helps with that. As the saying goes, to drink is human, so we drink.
Any interesting
Certainly.
gossip?
For 10 denarii.
Yeah, okay.
Have you met Livia? She used to do
I
my
already
hair.
knew this gossip.
Until one day she just snapped. This place has that effect on people. Now she just stands around, caked in filth, muttering nonsense to herself. It's a real shame. Now I have to do my own hair.
Let's talk about
Whatever
something
you
else.
like.
I'm gonna
All right.
go so
See
you
ya.
can stop doing this animation. Oh, I see. You're cleaning a cup. You're giving a cup a real good scrub. Yeah, the cup is for sure clean. It feels like it's gotten really dark.
You stay away from my money.
Wow. Why is your money in here? I see. I mean, it doesn't look like there are any. It doesn't look like there are any statues around here that could see me. This is... No, I can't. I can't. I don't...
Unless you want me to slip some hemlock into your next drink.
And lets out
Get
his
out.
threefold brain.
Wow, that's...
Livia, would you stop muttering like Medea over a
Let the
counter?
buyers
You'll
beware.
scare away my customers.
The many shall
Follow
suffer
their
for the
traits,
sins of the one.
imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
This again? You're in a world of your own, aren't you?
Scoot 'em. He only has 15 bucks. That's tragic. All right, so Livia, you think we're in the underworld, right?
Just as the ocean accepts the rivers of all the world, so this place accepts all the souls. But it does not notice the crowds that come.
Beautiful.
The bloodless shadows
Somebody just said
wander
beautiful
without
as they
flesh or
walk by?
bone. Some crowd the forum, some the house of the ruler of the depths. Others follow their trades, imitating their previous lives.
I don't know what that
They
means.
never do.
Okay, good talk. Do you know if a way out of
There
here?
is only a downward path, gloomy with fatal yew trees. It leads through dumb silence
So
to the
it's death.
infernal regions.
Into the underworld. I see. What do you think of the golden rule?
The bloodless shadows. This is their punishment.
Do you need help?
Help me? You cannot help me.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
have seen things. A pattern, a terrible pattern. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. Pandora's box must stay closed. I'll say no more.
Are the bloodless shadows a statue? Yeah, potentially. Or everybody here is a bloodless shadow because it's the afterworld is also an option.
You think you wish to know, but you do not. It is better for you if you remain ignorant. Pandora's box must stay closed. I'll say no more.
Okay.
The newly arrived are ignorant of the road before them.
Galerius for magistrate, countered by I would rather drink Aurelia's special brew. I love dueling graffiti. Nice, Virgil. Nice. Oh, he's got a little model because he's an architect.
Ixion turns.
I love this. I would love to drink this guy's spit. It looks so clean and crisp. You can even see grass in the bottom. Wow. Some pure mountain spit. A poem? My life has been torturous as the 7 labors of Hercules, orphaned, defeated, enslaved, yet I would suffer it all again gladly, because each loss, wound, and tragedy brought me to you. Radiant as Rome's sacred flame, your bright warmth nourishes my soul. I know I can never touch you any more than hold Vesta's flame, but to watch and love you from afar, bathing in your glow, is enough. How nice. Prototype. Oh, it's the prototype of the zipline that he gave me. I wonder who he's in love with.
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water, and the tree you grasp at eludes you.
Oh, key to the chest in the shrine of Apollo. Okay, that was... that felt so risky. I did it, and then I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, ma'am, your head. You were trying so hard to see me, and you could not. Somebody using this lady as a wine holder? That's pretty good. Lucretia's herbs. She got some garlic. Ooh, nice. Nice little setup.
You, Tantalus, cannot catch the drops of water, and the tree you grasp at eludes you.
Oh my god, I saw that one. I didn't like that. A phallic charm thought by the Romans to have divine protective properties. I didn't like seeing the head on that one move a lot. I really did not. I do love this guy's pose though, like, oh, what's happening? We're getting turned to gold? Incomplete note. Oh, interesting. This is your final warning, sinner. He just left that out? Of course it's fucking Rufius. That dude sucks. Wait, what did that just happen? Oh, I didn't have to do it because I figured it out. Okay. It made a dramatic sound. It was unnerving. Oh, Kabash is the other person who's missing. I told Lucretia about the dreams I've been having, and she said it might help her divine their meaning if I wrote them down. It happened again last night. The man by the river was there, as always, his face shrouded in shadow from that particular ram headdress. Once again, he introduced himself as Curdy, keyboard, and told me he'd drag me from the river. He seemed to smirk as he said his name, as if it meant something I could not understand. Indeed, the name rings a bell, but I cannot for the life of me remember where I heard it. I do not think I will sleep soundly again until I know. Who is Curdy? Okay. Yeah, that was a failed quest sound. But it's okay, I failed it. Not because I did something wrong, because I did the right thing, and I found the answer before I could talk to the person. Interested, a boarded up door. A tossed room. That door leads to another little section. How do I get into that section? Or does that door just lead to... No, it looks like there's a room that I can't get into. That's unacceptable. I wonder if I can get to it from...
Well, isn't that an impressive trinket?
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad at all. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Okay, well, I hope I follow Cynthius back to the shrine and use this portal again. Okay, we're just right here. Oh, they're shooting at me! Did I do that? I don't think I did that. Hey, buddy, you gotta get the fuck out of here. I should have grabbed that lady's key while I was right there. Shit. I should have grabbed her key before I bailed. But I'd already gone back there, well-spoken rambler. I don't think that was me. I don't think I'm the one who did that. Lanceheart, that's what happens if you sin. The whole city goes to shit. Okay, but I do still have everything. No, I don't want to talk to you, bud. Wait, are you speaking English?
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange. Oh, is that right? Well, just make sure you don't get lost in any other sacred places you're not supposed to be. Can't have you disrespecting the gods by accident, can we now? But listen, most folks seem... You seem... live by... All right, friend. Suit yourself. Just don't...
Wait, did you give me the thing? Zipline handlebar. I still have it. Okay. Phew. Okay. Oh, so that's... Okay, that's where I was at earlier. That's where this leads. Okay, so that's good to know. Good night. All right. What did... So, that time... I noticed the statues turned, all developed bows and arrows and were shooting me with bows and arrows, which I don't think that happened the first time. So that's all very curious. Can I? Yes. This is interesting. I know! I can't do anything for you, though. Is this gonna break if I try to walk across it? No, I just won't be able to. Okay, but clearly this is something that I'm gonna be able to interact with at some point. Maybe some sort of invention. In the meantime, we'll just do a little rock climbing. So, that note from... Kabash? Is there fall damage? Oh. Yes, there is fall damage. Mentioned she was in the lake when it appeared to her. so I'm curious about going to the lake. I don't know how to get down there from here, though. Wait, can I explore this thing? Just like a formation? How much cash do I have now? Oh, nice. I've got a lot of cash. I could afford to pay 2 terrible people for their secrets. I could get some poison cure. Okay, here, we're back again. Okay, so that's actually quick. Maybe I'll just run and grab that lady's key. Since we are just like right here. Wait, can I get to that top there? Hold on. Okay, now I'm here. What does that mean for me? Anything? Nothing? I don't think this was anything.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his threefold graying.
Bow wow
Livia,
wow!
would you stop muttering like Medea over a cauldron? You'll scare away my customers.
Wait, let me talk to her one more time.
Traits, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
Oh, she's busy.
This again.
She's fighting with
You're in a
Olivia.
world of your own, aren't you?
Fuck!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Whoops! Yeah, I was gonna take another shot with Aurelia, but I didn't want to wait. Well, I can use one of the statue's bows. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. Oh my god, you're like coming for me? What the fuck? Oh. Ow! Okay, so they can potentially kill me before I get to the portal. Next time I should go through, I want to rob his body before I go through. So the first time I ran over it, it gave me the option to search his pockets, and I just didn't. But who saw me? Did one of the statues see me? This is perplexing. Taking a lot of damage. Okay. I love the updated main goal. It's just this over and over again.
Salve, friend.
Oh, goodness. Okay, let me go ahead and save. Huh. Okay. Well, this is exciting. And I can't wait to play more of this, but it is past 2 o'clock, so it's time to shut down and go about our Sundays. I have not seen any churros, which I'm pretty sad about, actually. There was some pull-apart bread. That was kind of nice. I got some goose eggs. Gonna make that into a nice little scramble later. No churros, then. Really disappointed. Okay. Well, this is great. I can't wait to play more of this. I don't know when I'll play more of this, but I definitely will. Here's the thing, is like I need to finish my Game of the Year list, and I really want to play more of this to know if it's on my Game of the Year list. So, might be streaming it Wednesday. Oh, I'm not streaming Wednesday. I'm going to switch my stream day to Thursday, so that I'm not conflicting with the Draw Fee folks anymore. So, there won't be a stream Wednesday. We're officially moving it to Thursday, and then we're going to see how that works out. This is a trial, because we also stream for Polygon Thursday, so it'll be a long streaming day for me. But don't look for a stream Wednesday. It's not going to happen. She's not there. So it's going to be Thursday. I'll post a reminder on Twitter, and I need to update my schedule in Twitch. Otherwise, we'll either do Blender or we'll do more of this excellent game that I want to play more of. Either way, I'll see you guys then. Have a good rest of your Sunday.